Why don't you say that? Sit at your fingertips. Wanna kiss those lips. You cannot behave like that. Is that a fact? Well, mine's real stiff, cause I feel all washed upside down and out of place, unerasing every social grace I lack, like a heart attack. You can have it back. Goodbye, my love, without a trace. Why don't you lose your grip on playing innocent? Got me turning on me. You never wanna give again. I'm shy when I ask you why. You don't know what to say, so you just say goodbye. Get good at comparisons, and even better at avoiding your friends. I'm so sorry, I'm so delicate. So there you go. Goodbye, my love is out of breath. My love, is it ever good enough? 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 Do you want me to? I do. Do you want me to? I do. I do. My love, is it ever good enough? 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 Hey, I just wanna change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't wanna hang around, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. I just wanna change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. It's about you. I would never be alone again. I'm immune to the things they said. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant truth. I know that you will understand, because I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant. You're radiant. Why listen to what I need? Put a picture so I can see. February can't chase the days away. Yeah, away. Why listen to what they say? Save yourself for another day. This one's coming, it's gone to the wind again. Yeah, again. Again. Just listen and make amends. You've been down for as long as you've ever been. This way's up, but you're down again. It's just like you
Just like snow castles, oh, we drift to the edge. Just like snow castles, oh, we drift to the edge. Just like snow castles, oh, we drift to the edge. Just like snow castles, oh, we drift to the edge. Oh, we drift. Yo, what's up? Oh, we drift. Oh, we drift to the edge. Snow castle. Yo, Port Townsend. All right. To the edge. To the edge. To the edge. To the edge. Oh. Let's go. All right. You needed to hear those last two songs? Awesome. Dude, I like those songs. I do. I like those songs. Strom Thurmond was in and out of the hospital. Dude, Strom Thurmond was a biatch. Dude, I don't like that guy. Yeah, there's like, dude, the Mitch shit is getting weirder. Am I correct in that the Mitch people released another photo? Is that what they did? That's what they did, isn't it? The Mitch crew released another photo to try and imply that, oh yeah, no, he's doing great. With some dude standing in the foreground. Because what I saw, right? The Tommy CD's coming, boss. What I saw, guys, was this. Okay, what I saw was obviously a fake, but somebody was parodying them. But I saw this. Hoodlum said, "This is getting curiouser and curiouser. I'm not buying it anymore." Dude. And this is basically like the cognitive dissonance that is being perpetrated by these guys. Okay? Where something is rotten in Denmark. But let's start by looking at this. Okay? Let's go ahead and look at this, because this is a recurring, situation. Obviously, this is a fake, but again, they're memeing because it is becoming so memeable. But there is a link here. Where is it? Let me find the link. I think Natalie put a link in here where somebody was deconstructing the photo. Yes. Okay, so here we go. So Mitch McConnell's team released another photo. And this is the photo they released. So we're going to break it down. Elf, let's go. Kicking us off. Elf says, I remember back in 7th and 8th grade, there was a Stormwatch website, kept track of how many days he was in the hospital for the last 365 days. Oh, a Stromwatch. Stromwatch. I read it as Stormwatch. Stormwatch, right? Let's go. Hold on one sec. We're gonna take out the trash real quick. There we go. There we go. Stromwatch. Got it. Okay, so let's look at the Mitch photo. Okay? because I guess the team released another photo, right? We're going to look at the breakdown, and here's the photo that they released, okay? Right? Let me see here, right? So they released this photo, I guess. This is like the second proof of life for Mitch. Now, dude, there's no way, right? I mean, look at this. Look at that. Is this real? Did the McConnell team really release this? Because there is no way that is Mitch McConnell, guys. There's not a chance that this is Mitch McConnell. Okay? Not even remotely. You know? Like, look at him. He looks like 60 years younger. This is Mitch McConnell with if he got his head stretched out, right? Like one of those fucking funhouse mirrors. You know? And he's got Laura Loomer's upper lip. Hi, I'm Mitch McConnell. Hey, yeah. If that is him, I know. If this is him, why isn't he at work? He looks like he could do handsprings. This guy, I want to find this rehabilitation center, bro. He must have gotten some of that good 𝗙𝗽𝗃𝗧𝗏 testosterone. Bro, that shit reversed his aging like 60 years, right? Hold on. Let's look at this. Is there a new photo? Okay. This is the new photo. So it's making it on the Hindustan Times. Okay, here we go. So yeah, I want to see. I want to see. Hold on here. So where is the fucking official release? Where did they release this? How did they release this, dude? Been saying this for a year. AI combined with social media is ruining society. Yeah. I mean, so at the very least, guys, AI is making it so people don't sort of believe reality anymore. We exist in a constant state of non-reality. And so that is problematic. I mean, we saw this yesterday. Elaine Chao leaving the rehab facility in a fucking trench coat, okay, which is so bizarre. But all right, so I guess I'm not seeing I wanted to see the actual fucking whatever release, blah, blah, blah. Dude, oh, this one's good. There it is. There's the new photo. Oh, look at that. Dude, there it is. That's the most believable McConnell photo I've seen. All right. So anyway, though, they release this fucking new photo. All right. This is the rehab, which is, again, let's look at some of these details, guys. before we even break into this, I mean, I guess the first thing that seems bizarre to me is that the room number is on a plate on the inside of the room. Like, right? You got hand sanitizer there, and a jug by the door. But look at the room numbers. It says room 412. On the inside of the room is a placard, like in case the people in the room forget what room number it is or something. That's real fucking strange, isn't it? And you know, there's like double stethoscopes, which I guess maybe there could be too, but these room numbers are pretty strange. Okay? Right? And again, he's wearing the same shirt, but look at him though, guys. He looks so much younger. Like, come on, man. If we look at Mitch, even a brief, like, this is Mitch 3 years ago, guys. Okay? Look at him 3 years ago. All right, this is Glitch Mitch from 3 fucking years ago. Look at how gnarly he looks. And look at him today. He's like springing his step. I want to show you something. Before we break down the photo, I do have to show you him prior to this. Yeah, the curtain. Where's this curtain? Is like, wouldn't it be closer to the bed? Why would the curtain include the nightstand? I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of shit here that's weird. And it looks like there's a weird, like, what this thing is going on here. But yeah, this room placard is bizarre. It's like that in every room hospital so you can tell people what room you were in. Yeah, I mean, are you sure? Are you sure about that? Right? Like multiple room things? You know, I don't know, man. It's been a hot minute. It's been a couple years since I've been in a hospital room. Okay? But yeah, he's supposed to be in a rehab facility for starters, not in a hospital. But guys, let me show you what Mitch looked like in like October. Okay? Now, bear in mind, guys, you ready? Watch this. Look at this. Look at this fucking video. Okay? This is October. Let me show you Mitch in October, guys. All right? Watch this. Here is Mitch McConnell in October. Like 8 months ago. This is him 8 months ago. Now watch him. Watch him, dude.
Excuse me, Senator. My name is Stella. I want to ask, do you support ICE taking working people off the streets and kidnapping them?
Dude. Dude. Like, homie is fucking cooked, bro. Right? Dude. Let's watch that one more time. You see him like lumbering? Like, I think he said dude, or did he say nudes? Do you want some nudes? Right? I mean, he's lumbering around like he's auditioning for a zombie movie, guys. This is nuts.
Excuse me, Senator. My name is Stella. I want to ask, do you support ICE taking working people off the streets and kidnapping them?
Dude, wow.
Dude.
Nude. Dude. Dude, look at him. He's like, it's like he's a prom date. Bro, okay. Now, we're supposed to, oh, whoops, there he is. There he is. We're supposed to believe that this is the same guy. Bro, okay. Now, some guy, this James Tate guy, has completely like broken this photo apart. So let's go take a look at it. Let me grab a rock star. Let me get doped up on some caffeine. Man, I'm telling you, if Mitch McConnell sends me a nude, dude, I'm getting off this planet, bro. He's dead. Dude, this is not him, guys. This is not Mitch McConnell. Look at his mouth. This is not Mitch McConnell. I don't know who the hell this photo is, but this guy is not Mitch McConnell. There's no way. Andy Bashir needs to get in that rehab facility. We need to break in there. Dude. All right, you ready? So let's see what James Tate did. So James Tate says, this guy is, oh, shit. All right. I don't even know who this guy is, but he follows me, so we'll have to follow him back. All right, let's follow him back. He's doing a breakdown here. Elf says, I've walked off a drunken faceplant better than that. Yeah, dude. Dude, I've operated in a full blackout more effectively than Mitch McConnell walking out of the office. Here, I'm going to start the dance party goal. We're going to get this going. Let's go. Let's go. I want to dance tonight, guys. I want to cut a fucking rug, baby. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, so Mitch McConnell's team released yet another hospital photo, and apparently they forgot that some of us grew up doing the What's Wrong with This Picture puzzles in Highlights magazine. Oh my God. Dude, what is up with the goal? What's going on? All right, hold on. I used to do the Highlights magazine. I would do it when I went to the doctor, right? I was sick all the time. Every time I would go to the doctor, my doctor would have Highlights magazine. Remember that? Dude, those things were amazing. Oh my God, I loved them. I was sick all the time. I had two parents that smoked like 2 packs a day each in the house. So I had bronchitis. Like my mom smoked while she was pregnant. So I was born with a bad chest and I got the croup and all this shit. And then my parents chain smoked. So I had bronchitis all the time. So I was at the doctor's office like all the fucking time, bro. And so I had a lot of experience with Highlights. It's a great magazine. Great fucking, real like mentally stimulating, right? There we go. Dude, let's go. Your parents smoked too. Oh, you had ear problems? Yeah, man. I had bronchitis. Like I used to miss like a week of school a month. Which I didn't mind because I hated kids my own age. So I actually preferred being sick and at home and getting my homework brought to me. Dude, because I was like, all the fucking people, all the kids my age were total goons. So I was like, all right. I mean, it sucks being sick, but, I didn't mind being at home. Dude, Toy Box says he's at minimum on life support. They'll keep him on until time runs out for a people's election. We need laws on this. We need term and age limits. Yes, I agree, Toy Box. You are not wrong, Toy Box. Bree or Bry? Is it Bree or Bry? But you're not wrong, and you're right. No humanity. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, see, what's crazy about this is I was looking at the video where Mitch glitched the other day, and I looked up the woman who was assisting him, and I think the people around these guys have some vested interest in keeping these guys in there when they're brain dead. I think their staffers are there are other people that are politically under them. Yeah, they're handlers that I think are doing shit. I haven't exactly figured out what the game is, but something's going on. Dude, JD and Evan were my drinks of choice in college. Dude, which Mitch glitch? It's this one. Okay, hold on. It is the one. Well, we'll get to it. Let's look at this picture and then we'll go look at it. I don't want to get pulled off target here. So he says, James Tate here says, I have questions, a lot of questions. Pine Box Watch, clots and prayers. Let's go, Pinky. They get free health care? Well, yeah, they get, I mean, it's subsidized. They pay like 25% of their health care premiums. 75% is picked up by the tabs, by our tabs. But my point being, though, when they're not able to function, it's like their team is just cramming them through, which is weird because I think like there are junior, like, you know, like politicians. Like, I think there is something going on where the lead staffer, yes, is making like a huge amount of money. And then their staff are like raking in these paychecks while maybe using the senator's power to advance the agenda of like lower level politicians or something. There's some type of like power pyramid scheme that is happening. And yeah, with Feinstein and with there's like something going on where it feels like the staff are benefiting from keeping these guys just in wheelchairs while they use their power of their office. Like something weird is happening. And I mean, you know, I think it's both parties too. I think there's like if these guys have been in office for like 20 years, there's something going on. I don't know if it's like continuing fundraising, right? It could be that, guys. I mean, it could be simply that the McConnell team has a fundraising system that they want to keep fundraising through Mitch's system until he just keels. Like, you know, it might be a fundraising thing. It definitely, yeah, it happened to Feinstein and it happened to I feel like Grijalva, right? Grijalva, the Raul from Arizona, they were doing the same shit. Like all of these guys, they essentially just keep them going. I mean, Grassley's staff is probably about to do it. Elf says I should become a staffer. Dude, I'm into it. I'll be a staffer. I kind of want to sort of crack the puzzle on this because it's happening with such a frequency that there's got to be a benefit. Like there's always a payoff, guys. There is. If you see people doing shit that doesn't make sense, there's always a payoff, and the answer is usually money. This is something from the film world, okay? I used to work in the film world, and there's a saying, like if you're watching your TV show and you ever wonder, why did they have that episode like that? Why were there only two characters? Or why did they use this person instead of that person? The answer is like always money. It is. If the show runs out of budget, they'll do a show with just two people in it, like trapped in an elevator or some shit, because they're out of money, right? And so there's got to be something with these senators and shit that maybe it's the fundraising, but there is some type of like financial Ponzi scheme that is being manipulated by keeping these guys running right up until their very last breath. And you know, I mean, it's got to be. All right. So again, look at this. Oh shit. There is something. He does point out that this one looks like it says 411 and this one looks like 412. I did notice that, but I guess technically that could be a 2. But so James Tate says, first off, why is the sign above the door say 411? Side beside the door say 412. And why are the room numbers inside the room? I still think that's weird, guys. With the room numbers, I've been in a lot of hospitals, and I don't ever recall seeing the room numbers on a placard like this. Like this placard is like an outside placard. Maybe they would have the room number on top of the door like that, but this one on the right side of the door, that's an outside thing. Okay? That is an outside thing. The West Wing and newsroom really got staffers put in the limelight for TV shows. Let's go! It can, Angie. Absolutely. that money, that it's all, usually the answer is money. Okay. Then there appears to be a paper chart hanging from the bed. Yeah, this is another thing that's interesting, guys, is if you look at the chart, look at the chart. Okay. The chart is just papers on a clipboard. That's unusual too. The papers on a clipboard. Normally charts are like not on a clipboard. Okay. You know, right? It is not on a fucking papers on a clipboard. Right? All right. Charts aren't beside the bed anymore and haven't been in years. Okay. And, you know, I know some hospitals still use paper for certain things, but plenty of nurses are going to look at that setup and immediately question it. I mean, that is true. I mean, most places it is electronic. They have a little monitor and a cart. Okay. And that is something that is also a little weird. Now, we would also expect that with Mitch McConnell's health plan in DC, that if this guy's in a rehab facility, he is going to be in the top of the line facility. Would they have, and another thing, you ready? Hold on here. Dollars, what might be Terry Carmack's net worth? I don't know. Who's Terry Carmack or Terry Carmack? I don't know who is that. Who's Terry Carmack? But this is a rehab center? Yeah, but so let me just say this. Even with the rehab center, do we think they would have like Mitch McConnell, one of the top senators, a very high government official? Do you think you would have any of his shit be on paper? Like, wouldn't his charting, which is almost like a matter of national security, why would they have it on paper where somebody could walk in his room and steal his medical records? Like, there's no way, okay? There's just no way. That to me seems really, really strange that they would have anything for Mitch on a paper chart, okay? Right? That would be really easy. Yeah. And a paper chart on a wooden clipboard is very bizarre as well. I'm not seeing that. Okay, next, look at the IV. The bag appears full and doesn't appear to be connected to Mitch. Okay, that is true. We do have a nearly full bag, and certainly it is like, why is it up there if it's not connected to someone? All right, that's another one. And, oh wait, sorry. Let me fucking get this shit out of the way there. All right, what appears to be an Alaris IV pump setup. Looks like it has 2 channels, but no control module. The brain needed to operate it. Then I started looking around the room. Why are there multiple hand sanitizer dispensers? Why is one positioned where it is? And in particular, with this shit, one of the things I wonder is why is there like one in a bottle and then like these are, there's fucking 2 on the wall and one's over here. There's 2 by the door. One on each side of the door? I don't know. It's a little bizarre. Sorry, I keep going over there. All right, now he says, now look at the glasses. The reflections caught my attention because what appears to be reflected in them doesn't seem to correspond clearly with what's around or behind the photographer. The apparent overhead lighting reflected in the glasses also doesn't seem consistent with the way the room itself is lit. Now, he's talking about these reflections and about there being an above like light in the ceiling when you have this light shooting up. What else has he got here? Yeah, there's room 411, room 412. That's definitely weird. And what is that? What is that one? What is that one there? Then there's Mitch himself. A zoom in and parts of his face, particularly around his mouth and glasses, look strange to me. That could absolutely be compression from repeatedly uploading, downloading, screenshotting. I'm looking at the entire picture, not one isolated picture. After reportedly being hospitalized for weeks, he's standing there dressed in jeans and that familiar red checkered shirt, looking remarkably camera ready. And any one of these things might have a perfectly reasonable explanation. Maybe all of them do. But when you release a photograph specifically to reassure the public everything is fine, I spend the next 20 minutes playing the nurse's edition of Highlights magazine trying to figure out what the hell I'm looking at. Your reassurance campaign needs a little work. Now, what is he looking at here? Is he looking at, like, I'm trying to figure out what this is trying to isolate. Is it that thing behind the glasses? Oh, is he saying that there appears to be something extra in the frame back there? Why are there an otoscope and ophthalmoscope mounted on the wall beside the patient's bed? Right? Then why isn't he in a home if he looks that good? Yeah. See, this is what's weird, guys. Oh, the top should be visible. The top should be visible. The top of what? Right? I mean, inside the glasses, there's a picture on the wall. Yeah, you're talking about this thing, right? There's like a weird something or other on in that little corner of his glasses. The gray square on the wall. Is cut off. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what that gray square is. Right? If you look at that, like, what even is that gray square? Yeah, that you would think it would just be the wall. Like, there's nothing gray right there because it's obviously not. If this was a like square of like a fire, you know, what do you call it? A fire alarm or some shit, it would finish, right? It wouldn't just disappear in the frames. Right? Elf says, my grandma refused hospice care, so we got her into a home and sold her house. Let's go. All right, let me get these. Dude, Libas says, Carmack McConnell, chief of staff with Mitch since 2010. Oh, I see. Terry Carmack is his chief of staff. Dude, who's the guy in the picture? My girlfriend is given an iPad, but nurses write it down in the ER. Do we know who the guy in this picture is? Do we even know who this guy in the picture is? The good news is Mitch is here. The bad news is Mitch is dead. Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure it out. Let me see here. Pinky Parker, let's go! See, what's weird is I'm not finding this photo anywhere else. When I look for this photo, I'm not finding it. Pinky, let's go! Why am I not finding more of these? Why am I not finding, like, this photo on the internet when they're saying it was released? Right? it's like when I look at it, right? See, I don't even know if this is an actual like photo. Pinky, let's go. Hold on. And I'm always suspicious of that. Because they're saying that it was released by his people, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing that it was actually released by him. You know? See, multiple people are releasing this photo, but like, I don't even know, you know, the now that I'm trying to find this, I'm not finding. I'm not finding other copies of this. Bitches being the real pick me right now, Toybox says. Also, the privacy curtain colors are messed up just behind his head. That one is a bit, that one bit is ombre. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's some shit going on here. It's not a widely known person. But where do we have that this is an official photo release? Because it is going around the internet. This is AI, and people are smart as they should be. They wouldn't recycle the same shirt unless they took 50 pics in one day and then release it slowly. Indeed, guys. We're halfway there, guys. 15 and 10. See, what's bothering me about this is that there like people are talking about his office releasing a new photo, but I'm not seeing his office like actually announcing this. I like, where did they get this new photo from? Dude, Pinky, let's go. People are talking about the photo. I mean, we know a lot of people are fucking liars. You broke your shoulder. You will start rehab in 3 weeks. Do hope you get that ugly shirt. Yeah, the tablecloth shirt. So let's see what we got here. So yeah, Hindustan Times is the only people reporting on this photo. But they're reporting on it from somebody's tweet. Dude, I am mystified by this, guys, because obviously something being in Hindustan Times is a long way from it being like an actual confirmed reality, right? But I mean, this guy's wearing a weird shirt. There's like an octopus on the shirt. And I mean, he looks a little bit like a Mike Johnson sort of like person. Okay. There we go. There's the real photo. Here it is, third post down. Yeah, but again though, like, who is this? This person is just a no-name, right? It's a comedian. You know what I'm saying? Like, sport that tablecloth shirt because you have a tablecloth PJ pants for show. Let's go. Yeah, so I mean, it looks like this is a fake photo to begin with. Yeah. Yeah, no, but like, guys, see, this fucking pisses me off though, okay? Because people are fucking like parroting this shit. You know what I'm saying? People are parroting this shit like on the internet like it's real. You know what I mean? Bro. Yeah, see, we've seen the fucking trip video. But again, like, right? Like these accounts, I fucking hate these accounts that do this shit. They're usually these accounts too, guys, that where they follow like as many people as they have followers, which means everyone who follows them, they like follow back. And they almost always are just like putting shit out there that is like fake. You know what I'm saying? But everybody is running with this shit. I mean, look at this shit. Okay. You have all of these like MAGA accounts are running with this. And all of the MAGA accounts are running with it. And then let's see if Grok doesn't respond to this. So, like, people are asking Grok, but people are presenting it. Yeah, dude, there's not one credible, right? That I think this is the one. You have to be dumb to believe this BS. See, that's just it, though, guys. Like, you don't know what to believe if you don't do the research, right? Everybody was posting it, okay? Everybody was posting that this is a new photo released by his office, but we're not actually finding it from any credible news source, which is the issue. Nerdy Black Woman says, I think it's real and he's in a long-term care facility because his cognitive function is permanently and severely compromised. He definitely can't do the job and needs to be removed. All right, guys, we need 18 in 4 minutes, baby. It's time to grind. Yeah, that photo is definitely fake, dude. Dude, Elite, let's go, baby. Dude, Toy Box. We can have a picnic on the shirt once the time is right. BYOB. Indeed. Let's go, guys. 17. Oh, no, we're 7 away. Dude, 7 away. My bad. Holy shit, dude. We've been grinding. Dude, Elf had one. I should make an AI photo of myself with Mitch just so everyone can question who I am. Yeah, dude. They would be trying to figure out who you are. I'd sport the tablecloth shirt because I have a tablecloth PJ pants. I got that one. Dude, Pinky, I got that one. Dude, I guess I just didn't mark these. Liar, pants of fire! All right, 7 away. I thought we were 17, boss. All right, we can get 17. We can do that. We'll fuck it. All right, 2 minutes, guys. 6 away, Banff dance. Let's go. Oh! Dude, Pinky, let's go. This photo is definitely fake. Definitely fake. I mean, you know, when Hindustan Times is your only news source that's running the story, you know that shit is fake. Same with like Daily Mail UK, even the New York Post, like half of the New York Post is going to be fake shit. Okay? Those rags are not at all, you can't count on them at all. All this tax break moolah is going into media dominance. Let's go, Korg. Dude, Pinky, let's go. 2 minutes, guys. 3 away. 3 and 2. Yeah, I mean, that's my thing, guys. Dude, let's go, Pinky. 1 away, baby. 3 away. 3 away. Oh, dude, it's not marking the shit. What am I doing? So, there's no reason there couldn't be a video. Like, a video would be the way to go, dude. Paula for the win. Let's go. 2 away, guys. Just off work, Scruffles. Let's go. 1 remains. All that remains is 1. Dude. Oh, dude, Troy Jackson won it. Let's go. Dude, I love it. Troy Jackson won the little thing, the fucking, he won the delegate off to replace Plattner. Let's go. Dude, Walter, this is from Mom, your #1 fan. She says, stay awesome. I will, Walter. Dude, Ethan, let's go. Thank you. Dude, JP Marine, let's go. How about those M's? Yeah, they did come back. They came back today, guys. Crazy. I thought the game started at 7. And I turned it on and it was in the fucking bottom of the 8th inning. Dude, Korg with 10 memberships. Skip dance, let's go. You're crazy. Let's get it. Oh shit, boss. Let's fucking go, dude. We're going to take a moment here. Take a moment to celebrate the Donnies. See ya, smell ya, Trumpy. Oh! Dude, fuck that guy, dude. Fuck that Trump guy. Dude, Shelly, thank you for the insight. You're welcome, Shelly. Dude, I feel kind of like an idiot because I feel like we should have ruled that photo out like completely from the beginning, but I did entertain it. I did entertain the possibility because there were so many people like posting it online. I did, and I mean, maybe it doesn't hurt to entertain the possibility of this shit. Elemental, let's go. Because we thank you, boss. First super, let's go, baby. I mean, at this point, we have to I feel like we have to force their hand, okay? We have to force their hand. I mean, Bashir has the opportunity here to nominate, there should be a special election. And if not that, he should try nominating a Democrat because he can. You can pick anyone in Kentucky. You can replace a senator with anyone. And I guess the governor has done that before. So legally, he's looking into his options. It would be challenged. But I think they're trying to run out the clock and keep that seat empty between now and January. But dude, yeah, Trump is a piece of trash. But some shit is rotten with these guys, okay? This shit is smells like a 13-day-old corpse is what it smells like, right? Dude, Elf says, seriously, Why are people defending the Tate brothers? They should be extradited to the UK. Yeah, let's look at the Tate brothers. Okay, I do want to look at the Tate brothers. I do want to look at them and figure out what's going on, right? Make sure when you cover Tate, give yourself credit for the downfall of Tate. Okay, do I deserve that? We have the right to entertain potential conspiracy theories because we have the integrity to shut it down when the truth is discovered. That's true, Game Shark. That's true. Like all of those people that are spreading this shit, like all of these accounts, these right-wingers, like Gina Milan and Cat Turd, they're all fucking spreading fake shit and they don't even care, you know? You know what I'm saying? They don't even care. Oh, there he is. You want to see the photo of Mitch that I saw today that I thought was pretty funny, that I put on a thumbnail? It was this one, guys. Look at this one. This one is money. Oh, shit. Look at this, dude. This one is the pick, bro. Oops. Not that one. Uh-oh. Guys, you ready? Oh, shit. Like, dude, the pine... Dude, what the fuck am I doing here, boss? That one. Look at that. Dude, Jennifer! Let's go. Thank you, boss. Thank you for the first super. Let's go, Jennifer. Look at that one, dude. It's got a cardboard Mitch with fucking... Dude. So amazing. I love how her hand disappears behind the pillow, too. Yes. Oh, shit, dude. And he's got his little fucking newspaper. Oh, that's good. Fucking. Dude. Love it. Love it. 2D. 2D. This one's pretty good, too, dude. That one's pretty good. The Mitchy Duty. Oh, fuck. So they're definitely, like, spreading this shit. All right. All right, Mitch. Oh, there we go. Oh, fuck, dude. All right. So, yeah. See, this is what's wild, though, because look at what's going on. The Hindustan Times is picking up tweets, okay? And the Hindustan Times is picking up tweets and then reporting on them as though they are actual fucking, like, news items. That shit is wild. Oh. I mean, all right, so here's a senator getting miffed.
Is the Mitch McConnell photo of him in the hospital real or fake?
Well, I think it's real. I don't understand why anyone would think otherwise. Look, Mitch McConnell has been through so much adversity in his life. He grew up with polio.
Oh.
He fought that for years on end. And
see, the fact that they're all bringing up the polio guys is really sketchy, right? I mean, everybody thought that photo was fake. Everyone, with the paper and like, it's so AI, the original one, the one with him and Elaine Chao in the little blue rehab chair. Everybody thought that is fake, and this guy's like, oh, he's been through so much, right? He had polio, so of course it couldn't be a fake photo.
Still has a battle with it. So I'm a physician. As people age, those illnesses really come to fruition. And he certainly has some weakness in his legs, and I'm taking him at his word. I'm taking him at the words of John Thune and John Barrasso, who both talked to him, so I'm almost kind of insulted, you would ask.
But you said, I think it's real. You can't even say whether or not it's definitively real or not.
I don't understand why this is an issue. I think this is insulting to me. It's insulting to Mitch McConnell.
It's not meant to be insulting.
What it is. I don't care what you mean. It's insulting that that you didn't understand my answer, that I think it's real. I didn't take the picture, so how would I know? So let's go back to the real issue.
Because this isn't something that's like conspiracy. I mean, it is somewhat of a conspiracy, but it's a mainstream discussion that people are saying, I can't, even Republicans. I just talked to Rick Scott, and he's telling me, well, listen, I don't know. Like, he can't give a definitive answer. He says none of his colleagues are talking to McConnell.
This is a conspiracy theory. Mitch McConnell has been a great senator up here for America. I think he deserves a little bit more respect than this.
Dude, if he deserves respect, like, why doesn't he fucking call somebody? Call in on a fucking show. Hey, Jenny, I don't know if you're making shorts, but I put a fucking video. I forgot to put one in there. So I did put a video in the folder. All right. You don't need to necessarily make it tonight, though. You can do it in the morning. All right. All right, babe. Okay. So yeah, this guy is behaving really weird. I mean, because it would be real simple. The reason why this is even a conspiracy theory is because A, they didn't do anything. They didn't say anything for over a month. Okay? They did not say anything. Nothing. No, I mean, he codes, it's a cardiac call, and then mute. Just, where's Mitch? Who knows? Silence from his staff. Release a statement. Mitch suffered a fall. Mitch is okay. He's got pneumonia, right? Mitch is, you know what I'm saying? Here's Mitch. We film him. Hey guys, I got pneumonia. I'm okay. All right, I'm going to a rehab facility. I'll be out of contact for a month, right? I'm going to hunker down and focus on getting better. Thank you. I don't want you guys to worry, but I'm good. None of that has taken place. Okay? None of that has taken place, dude. Dude, if Biden disappeared for a weekend, people would these guys thought Biden had a body double, right? So there was no statement, nothing from his office for a month. And then the only time that first picture comes out is after Andy Bashir goes on national TV and says, look, I need proof of life, right? And yeah, Scott Jennings, dude, come on. This is all bullshit. Okay, this is all bullshit.
And I wouldn't know why otherwise. I think we should be talking about other real issues up here. Real issues like the cost of gas, the cost of groceries.
Oh.
That's what we should be talking about.
I agree. That's a big issue. Those are huge issues.
Okay, thank you.
But people...
Yeah, this guy's like, oh yeah. Dude, this guy looks uncomfortable, bro. Right? I'm insulted that you're insulted, that I'm insulted, that Mitch is probably dead. And I'm insulted that you're acting as dumb as you are, Senator. You fucking dunce. Dude, where is Roger Marshall from, dude? What fucking state is this idiot from? Where is he? He is a senator from Kansas, of course. Of course he is, bro. Dude, you hillbilly. Hee-haw! Hee-haw! Oh, come on. Dude, the only thing that come from Kansas are steers and something else. I don't see any horns on you, boy. Dude, steers and Roger Marshalls. There's only two things that come from Kansas. Steers and Roger Marshalls. And I don't see any horns on you, Senator Marshall. Oh, shit. Bro. Hey, steers and beers. I don't see any froth foaming. Kidding. Dude, that's brutal. Dude, what am I doing? What am I doing? Yo. All right. Steers and beers. Let's go. Oh, shit. Yeah, see, everyone is now, like, posting this shit. Okay? All of these accounts. Oh, my God. There we go. There's the photo. Right? There's the photo, boss. All right. Yeah, something is not well with this McConnell shit. That's the one, dude. I gotta save that one. There we go. Thank you. That's a good one. Saw the fall. This one, there we go, Lindsay. Yeah, the newspaper. I mean, putting in the newspaper like that was weird. Everything about this has been very bizarre, guys. We know he's not okay. We don't know if he's dead. We don't know if he's on a ventilator. But I know for a fact that he is not like talking to a rehabilitation therapist and like getting better. We are never going to see Mitch McConnell stroll up and talk in front of us. I guarantee it. If that were to happen, dude, I would seriously be shocked. I'm like 99% certain that he's either dead or he's incapacitated. One of the two. He's dead or brain dead. But he is definitely not coming back. He is definitely not rehabbing. And I mean, that 𝗙cie𝗶𝗶𝗍 picture, right? This like 𝗙cie𝗶𝗶𝗍 picture of her in the trench coat is just so weird, right? This image from TMZ, that is just such a weird image. It's 95 degrees in DC, and she's walking around with a trench on. Like, what are we doing, man? That is so bizarre, guys. That is just so bizarre. Hiding her face, too, yes. That is it. None of it adds up. All right, we're going to move on. Let's move on to the Tate brothers, okay? Now Bradshaw wants me to talk to you about the Tate brothers, about my personal responsibility for bringing down the Tate brothers. So I don't know if I am personally responsible, but I will say this. In July of 2022, I was in New York City, okay? And I was in New York City as a gaming streamer because there was a billboard of me. Okay, let me fucking find the image here. Give me 1 sec to get this hooked up, and I'm going to take you on a little story, okay? We're going to go on a little story time with fucking Political Punk here, all right? And give me 1 minute. Dude, I wish there was an easy way to, like, fucking deal with this shit. Call the cops? No, I did not call the cops. But yeah, sometimes the terrible people don't get their comeuppance, which is unfortunate. You know, that is an unfortunate nature of the situation. Is that, like, we want these people to get what they deserve, but oftentimes they do not. And remember, it was Richard Grenell. It was Trump's, the guy who's been handling the JFK Center for the Arts, right? It is that guy, Richard Grenell, that brought the Tates here to America. But so here, I'm going to roll back. Here is the fucking photo. And right here. Okay, you ready? So this is it. We're going to go on a little trip down memory lane. So in July of 2022, July 20th, 2022, almost to the day, guys, 4 years ago, I was in New York City as a gamer. I had partnered with a company called Carrot. They're a credit card company. I had a billboard of me on Times Square. There I am. And so I was in New York City live streaming from Times Square for my billboard. And it was this crazy, great event. I was there in New York City for like 2 or 3 days. And I live streamed a couple days. Oddly enough, I ran into some people from Portland there. And while I was there, one of the Fortnite streamers held a debate with Andrew Tate. This was, I believe, on the 22nd of July. And so what ended up happening was I was in New York City and I got notified by this Fortnite player's manager. Now, this was the one where Hassan also debated Andrew Tate and talked to him about women drivers. It was that debate. And Tate was on with this Fortnite streamer named 𝗙ecie. So I was on my way to the airport and I got invited to go against Andrew Tate. So what I did was I set up a laptop with earbuds in the terminal. Okay. I moved against the wall because I kept everywhere I went. There were like people on camera and there were like 50,000 people watching this thing. So I didn't want to, have people like on camera that didn't know they were being broadcast. So I moved myself against a wall and sat there and got into this argument with Tate in the terminal, right? I was like yelling at him and there were like hundreds of people in there like, what the fuck is this guy doing? I remember at the end of the thing, I looked up and people were like, what are you doing? Because I had been yelling into my laptop in this terminal. But anyway, it started this chain reaction where everybody started making content about me, calling me like, the woke old man. And they made content all over TikTok, shredding me, guys. All of the manosphere and like gamer kids, they were all like super mad about this. They were calling me a beta male and all their whatever. But there was like this nasty wave of shit. And then Andrew Tate got deplatformed like a couple weeks later. It was like 2 weeks later. And I don't know if the two were connected, but there were a couple of weeks where there was like my name got like 100 million views on TikTok in like a week because of these people like making videos and like being super nasty in the comments. Like it was gnarly. But anyway, he got deplatformed. And then I, of course, was on the outs with the gaming community. They didn't like that, like me going against Tate. And then what ended up happening was I went to TwitchCon that year in 2022, and I ended up having a bunch of people who weren't in the gaming community like talk to me on the street and shit. People were like pulling me aside and they're like, I saw you talking to Andrew Tate. Like, we need more voices like yours. And that's essentially how I got into politics. I decided to leave gaming and go into politics because of like this experience. So it was pretty like revolutionary for me, this whole thing. But anyway, now Tate's getting arrested. All right. And so I have a bunch of bookmarks saved here. All right. So the first one we should look at is this one. Okay. Because Andrew Tate, look at this. This is from last year. Okay. I remember there was this thing about Ron DeSantis. There was some talk about Andrew Tate. You're not welcome in Florida, right? Richard Grenell, right? Richard Grenell brought them to Florida. What was my name? My name, you'll see it. It's Acting Like Tommy, right? The gamer name was Acting Like Tommy. There it is, right there. Boom, boom. That's it. So a year ago, Andrew Tate said, Florida, I'm flying back tomorrow and look forward to getting arrested because every day you don't arrest me proves you're clowns talking lies for political points. And he tagged fucking Ron DeSantis. Okay. This was a year ago, right? Bradshaw says me and Hassan exposed Tate as an abuser of women. I suppose. I mean, I think there was just a real high profile after that debate. Well, a couple of things happened. Like Hassan embarrassed him for the intellectual crowd. And then Andrew Tate made a comment to one of the like teenage girls that was like the streamer had a teenage girl in his fucking apartment with him because the streamer was like 18. And Andrew Tate made a comment about the underage girl. And people were like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? And that was like really weird too. This happened on the same stream. And then for weeks afterwards, all of his followers were being so toxic in all over social media. So it was the beginning of the end for him. But so he was chiding a year ago. He was chiding Ron DeSantis. So let's look at the story. All right. First off, what is he wearing, dude? Look at this guy. I mean, these guys dress like assholes. Look at him, dude. Dude, it is a blouse. I mean, there's nothing wrong with wearing blouses, right? There is nothing wrong with wearing a blouse, wearing women's clothing. I'm fine with that. What I don't like, though, from these guys, okay, is, yes, Tourmalines. Tourmalines said the girl was like 16. He was telling her he would date her and take her out and that she should kiss clicks on the stream. That's right. That's what it was, Tourmalines. Thank you. But what I don't like about these guys is these guys are like homoerotic and they are so like guys, but they act like they're these big studs, but they're like whiny mama's boys, homoerotic fucking weirdos. Yeah, he does look like he has some man titties going on, doesn't he? All right, so let's see the video. We have some video of the arrest. All right, here's what it says. It says, now, I believe, are they getting extradited? I think they're getting extradited to the UK. This is amazing. Dude, the Tate bros should be arrested for their clothing alone. Yes, they should. Let me just say this, guys. Listen to me. And before we go into this, I want to be very clear here. The reason why Andrew Tate moved to Romania was because of rape charges in the UK. Before he even blew up, he had rape charges in the UK and he fled to Romania. And then he got famous in Romania. But he's been running from rape charges from the very beginning. This guy was a rapist. Always. And then he blew up and like mega during the pandemic and shit while he was in Romania. And then, of course, there were the charges with the women in Romania from those, like the cam women that he was abusing. Then there were charges from the woman in Beverly Hills, his girlfriend here, and now the UK rape charges have resurfaced. All right, now, let's see what we got here. It says, breaking, Andrew and Tristan Tate have been arrested in Miami by the U.S. Marshals Service. Statement below from the UK's Crown Prosecution Service about additional charges being filed against the brothers. The Tate brothers are now facing a total of 59 charges, 42 against Andrew, 17 against Tristan. Andrew Tate, 39, is being charged with 7 further counts of rape, 3 counts of arranging or facilitating trafficking for sexual exploitation, 3 counts of assault occasioning actual bodily harm, and 19 additional charges for offenses relating to indecent images of a child and extreme pornography. Tristan Tate, 38, is being charged with 1 count of SA, 2 counts of rape, and 3 counts of arranging or facilitating trafficking for sexual exploitation. All right, what do we got here? All right, there go the cars.
Mr. Tate, would you mind signing?
Hey, Tate.
Dude, they're cuffing him. Dude, oh shit!
Back up.
Dude, that is raw.
Guys, back up.
Is his buddy like taking all his jewelry off or some shit? Is that what's going on? Is he wearing capris? Dude, yeah, who is the guy who wanted the autograph? Can you sign? He wants an autograph right before he goes to jail? Crazy.
Tristan, anything to say?
They're not running their mouth too big now, dude. Yeah, dude, there's the guy. Look at the guy. The dude in the gold did take all the jewelry off, right? Dude, look at him. He pulled all their jewelry off. The guy that was with him here in the glamour jacket. That's what he was doing, dude. I mean, they're probably going to have to sell that shit in order to pay for the lawyers, dude. Because, I mean, that's classic. It's like, yo, we rented this bling. That's hilarious. What fucking losers, bro. There's a close-up shot of him taking the necklaces off.
Back up.
Rented. It's a rental. Dude, these guys. Yeah, another angle of him getting pulled away. There he is with the fucking the rented bling. All right, so there we go. Let's look at the article and see what the article says, because I don't know what they were doing here exactly. Okay, so they were arrested. So Tate was about to co-host a bare knuckle boxing event. Did I miss your super chat? All right. Let's see. Let's take care of it. Elf says Marco Rubio has the last word. He's allowing it as far as I know right now. Let's go. All right. And there's some clip for there. Hold on. We'll look at that. Let me I want to get into the meat of the TMZ shit. Okay. All right. So yeah. So here's a clip. We'll look at some clip of me. Is that a good one? Is that a good clip? Bradshaw? Think Trump was made aware of the arrest? It is a good clip? Okay. So here, we'll look at the clip of me and Andrew Tate real fast. All right. This is one. There's me in the airport, and there's Tate. All right. Let's see what this one is. I don't know what this clip is, but let's see what it is. Philosophy, I don't think you're a bitch. I think you're a water boy. Water boy for patriarchy and capitalism and whatnot, right? And sort of regressive ideas about manhood, and which is why the teenage audience like consumes it so much, you know. You got these young boys that are like grappling with feelings of powerlessness, and you come in and offer them like the ultimate machismo ideas of like how to be a man, but you're so off base, bro. It's like, it's tragic, really.
So
Philosophy, I don't think you're a bitch. I think you're a water boy.
Oh,
You know? I don't think you're a bitch. I think you're a water boy. Oh shit. Dude, that's hilarious. Oh fuck, dude. Yeah. I don't think you're a bitch. I think you're a water boy. Dude, he is. He is a water boy. Yo. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yo. Hey, it's the water boy. Andrew Tate himself. What's up? Yeah, we were just laughing at your dumbass, looking at your man titties in that purple blouse when they arrested you. You stupid fuck. How you doing? Yeah, you're facing some serious charges. Yeah, that's not going to look so good, boss. I don't think you're going to be TikToking from jail, if you know what I mean. I mean, you might be taking it to the house, bro. Yeah, you're going to be real popular in there, buddy. I think they're like, people are lining up to hang out with you. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. All right, you and your brother. Oh boy, you guys are going to be like the popular couple. Yeah, all right. Yeah, good luck. Good luck, you rapist. Fuck you. Bye-bye. Okay. Let's go, dude. Dude, in the UK, they TikTok in jail. So, all right. What I want to know, guys, what I want to know about this is, hold on. Let me see if I can find the, what I want to know about this is, I want to know how this came about. Okay. That's what intrigues me, guys, about this is, how did this even happen? You know what I mean? How did this even happen with this? So it says that Andrew was here. He was co-hosting a bare knuckle boxing event. The Tates were taken into custody outside the James L. Knight Center, an event space in downtown Florida. So I guess they got word that they were going to be at this bare knuckle boxing event, and Tate showed up to the event center, and then they arrested his ass. That is amazing, guys. That is so amazing. We've obtained photos and video of Andrew and Tristan being arrested. A member of law enforcement tells the assembled crowd to back up, blah, blah, blah. So they confirmed the U.S. Marshal Service carried out the arrest, and the charges are not known at this time. And so I'm not exactly sure, like, why they got arrested here. They have the UK charges, but what I don't know is what made them, like, are they picking them up for the UK? This is just the same video of them in the car, right? Let's see if we can find out some more information. I know that there's Murdered by Crayons. He has some really good information on the Tates. All right, see, I knew Murdered by Crayons. If you guys really want to follow this, I'm going to give you a link. This person, Murdered by Crayons, on Twitter, okay? Murdered by Crayons has been following the Tates for like years, okay? There we go. I'll look at that in a minute too. What do we got? Perfect. Okay. All right, CPS. So Murdered by Crayons is like this person is like a Tate revealer. Okay. They have a website about it, and they have been following Tate on the various charges. This is just a Twitter account of somebody who has been following Andrew Tate, his criminal trials, the charges in the UK. They've been following like the women that have been, testifying against these guys. And just, it is one of the de facto sites for having all of the information related to Andrew Tate, Tristan, and their arrests and their court cases. Okay. And as you can see, if you look up here at their banner, they've been like following this case for like years. Okay. They have, and really good detailed shit. They always provide like the receipts and stuff when they talk about it. So I'm going to go in here because I feel like they're going to have, like, as you can see, they have already a thread going. It's a really good resource on this. He says they've been arrested in the USA. The UK is seeking extradition. That's for all of those new charges that we just read about. Okay. And so what we've got is we do have the link from the CPS here that we're going to look at. Okay. And then it says there's something here from the Bedfordshire police. Okay. This is in the UK, right? And it says 2 brothers have been detained by officers in the U.S. Following an investigation by our major crime unit. Oh, interesting. So I wonder if this was like a joint detail. Oh, okay. I've been blocked. I can't go to the Bedfordshire site. All right. I don't know what that's about. Oh, the AP article about it? All right, let's look at that. Dude, the Bedfordshire's blocked me, boss. I just got sacked. All right, let's see what we got. This is big. So it says the CPS has decided to prosecute Tate with 7 further counts. We've already known that. They have the legal right to contest extradition, and bail is uncommon in U.S. extradition proceedings. You've seen the video. This is another video of Tate getting walked into the car. Dude, these guys absolutely deserve to be in jail. I mean, 100%. Right, 100%. I wonder if Law & Order SVU is going to make a 3-arc series out of this. They might. Dude, somebody's going to make a movie about these guys.
Tristan, anything to say?
Yeah, there's the guy with the jewelry. All right, so we saw that video. Let's see what the AP says. All right. So, it looks like they were arrested Saturday as British authorities sought their extradition. So, it was a sealed warrant. So the U.S. Marshal Service had a warrant, okay? And placing the U.S. at the center of an international legal saga. So British prosecutors announced that they were seeking extradition. The dual U.S. and British citizens, blah, that's about the Tates. So they're going to be in Miami federal court early next week. And their attorney said that he has not been able to speak with his clients, but he said they're filth and slander intended to derail defamation lawsuits. And we're confident that Andrew and Tristan Tate will walk free. America does not do Britain's dirty political work. All right, so it does appear that it was some sealed warrant. Okay, so I think what I'm getting from the gist of this is that there was a dual, here's what I don't get is if the U.S. Marshals were working on behalf of the UK to arrest these guys, to extradite them, there is that sealed warrant, something's going on. You know what I'm saying? Something is going on because it's not like they arrested him for committing a crime here in America. It's like they show up in Miami and then there's a sealed warrant, which I think is related to those UK charges. But this is what's weird about it is the UK is saying following their arrest in the US, they're seeking extradition. But I'm trying to figure out why they were arrested here in the first place. That's that sealed warrant. I guess we don't really have any information on that. But there are a lot of charges, and these guys definitely need to be in prison. So, you know, I mean, what's really interesting is going to be if, like, Trump gets involved in this. They've been dodging, they have been dodging warrants, but I don't know that they've got any warrants here in America, right? You know, was there a warrant for the UK that, like, we could arrest them? Let's ask the AI and see if the AI has any information. Oh, the marshals handle arrests when a foreign country. Oh, got it. Okay. Got it. That's what it is. So it was a sealed warrant related to the extradition request by the UK. So the UK knew they were going to be in America. They made a request for the extradition of the Tates. And then the US Marshals got a sealed warrant for the UK to go arrest them for the purpose of extradition. Now, here's the problem, though, is, like I said, Richard Grenell got the Tates out of Romania and brought them to the U.S. That's when Andrew Tate abused his girlfriend in Beverly Hills. So I would not be surprised if Trump and his, like, cronies try to intervene. Now, there are some competing interests here, because I know that Ron DeSantis does not like Andrew Tate, and he very much wants him to be in jail. But Donald Trump may very well intervene here and try to do something, like he might think, ooh, this will help us in the elections. Like, the young guys will like it if I, like, help get Tate off. I mean, it's pretty stunning that the president of the United States is, like, helping every rapist. Like, what are we doing, dude? Seriously, we're fucked up. So hopefully nobody gets involved, okay? Hopefully nobody tries to intervene with this shit. Like, I just want these guys in jail, man. You know what I'm saying? I want them in jail. The Tates can threaten to release information. Yeah, but I don't think they have any information. These guys are like meatheads. You know? Look at them, though, dude. Look at these two assholes. Dude, that's a lot of charges. All right? Look at these two dicks. Fucking, these guys are clowns, bro. You thought they're friends of Barron Trump? No, these guys aren't friends of Barron Trump. No, Barron Trump like followed Aiden Ross and the Logan Paul and those guys. So Barron Trump convinced Trump to do Aiden Ross's stream, and Aiden Ross like sniffed Andrew Tate's chair. Yeah, Barron Trump is like, he's a fan of like the youth influencers in America who follow these guys. I mean, he may very well be fans of these guys, but he's not friends with them. He's friends with Andrew Tate's, like, he's a big fan of Andrew Tate's chair sniffer. Barron Trump is. Dude, Barron Trump's probably sniffed this guy's chair too. Dude, Trump, those college bros, week after his second inauguration, let's go! This is crazy. Dude, I want them in jail. Let's go. Dude, I've wanted this dude in jail since way back when. Okay? Way back when. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me see what I got. If I got something good for us. Oh, let me see. All right. All right, here we go. This is a little fun Andrew Tate there, right? There it is. Right? You see the resemblance? Dude, hyper masculine. It's the Tate lollipop. What does Justin Waller say about Barron? Well, let's go. Here's the Tate lolly. Yeah, no, I definitely want these guys in jail. What I do want to look at, though, is I want to look at something real quick. Hold on. Let me show you something here. Let me see if I got the video. One more clip of these guys. I think I have one more clip from the debate, like from a YouTube video. Give me one sec here. I have a fun clip from them. Give me one sec. If I have to go to my gaming site. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm going into my YouTube. I privated everything, but yes. Okay, here we go. So I do have I have a fucking video here that we can check out. All right. This is a little bit, I made a YouTube video back in the day, right? I'm just going to play like a minute of this, like the intro of this, because this is me back in the day. This was released back in July of 2022. All right. That's me after I got back from New York City. I know, with the pink hair, dude, I look crazy, but you ready? Here we go. We'll just watch like a minute, the intro of this video. This might be the most important video you ever watch.
Because you lack brave. You lack balls.
No,
you lack bravery.
Lack balls. Dude, I have more balls than you'll ever have, boss. Because you're changing the goalpost here, because you're the one who's sitting here calling emotional strength and emotional vulnerability. You're defining it as weakness, but it's not. Dude, you are backed up against the wall.
Wait. No, chill.
Hassan, let's go, man. Hassan, let's go, man. Hassan, let's go, man.
I'm interested in seeing what the chat.
Dude, yeah, what is he doing with the What is up, guys? Thanks for coming back to. Dude, he was like, he is such an idiot.
So yeah. So Andrew, he's a big fan of you.
He's a pro. He's the oldest pro Fortnite player.
I am the oldest pro Fortnite player, indeed. And dude, I have nothing personal against you, Andrew, but like,
He thinks you're a bitch, though.
some of your philosophy, I don't think you're a bitch. I think you're a water boy. I think you're a water boy? Dude, oh shit. That's the water boy part.
So you can sit around and cry and you're still a man. That is not true in most places. I'll tell you something now.
Dude, look at this though. I'm in the air terminal, dude. Every time I look up, there's like 300 people in the room with me while I'm yelling at him, dude. Dude, this guy is such a clown, bro. Oh my God. Like, it's pretty funny. I want to see that part where I tell him off though.
Status and a certain presence which comes from my physical stature, not just of my capability, but because of the things I've gone through to become this physical specimen of man. They know I'm not the kind of guy who you really want to mess with. They look at you and go, he is a victim, because that's what you look like, my friend, and it's your own choice.
Now this one's really important too. Dude, he's like, you're a victim. Oh, dude, he is such a fucking like clown. Where's the girl? I don't know where the girl is. Right? The 16-year-old. You are a victim. I know. Dude, he is delusional. I'm trying to see the part where I fucking tell him off. I think it's really important to know earning for you, how many of them are million? Oh, here we go. You profited off the supposed impurity of women around sex.
All right, so first thing, the word exploiting is an incorrect use of language because I've never exploited anyone in my life.
Well, let me ask you this. When you made your first million with the women in the webcams, how many of the women who are on those webcams earning for you, how many of them are millionaires now?
The ones who made millions are also millionaires. It was 50%. It was 50.
You know what I'm saying? I think dude, you see that? Dude, that's so funny, right? He's like, the word exploiting. I don't like the word exploiting. It's like, yo, dude, you're right. How many of the women are millionaires? Dude, he's such a phony. Oh my God. Oh, all right. Fuck Andrew. Later, buddy. Smell ya, homie. Dude, I can't really, the like YouTube videos for like gamer people are just too overwhelming, bro. That video was the start of his downfall. I mean, it really was. That time period was kind of the start of his downfall. It sort of absolutely was. Oh shit, dude. Let's go. All right. What were they arrested for? They were arrested on a warrant. They were arrested on a warrant from related to the UK, a whole bunch of charges in the UK that they've been dodging. And they've been hiding out in Romania. Now, again, Andrew Tate has been dodging grape charges in the UK since before he moved to Romania. All right? And you know what I'm saying? That was the next day. Yeah, no, he did. He was trying to get the youth people. I did stick it to his dumb ass. I mean, I'm glad, dude. I'm, like I said, I would not be, okay? I would not be a political streamer if it wasn't for that experience. That was when I realized, man, I don't want to just be a gamer. I need to, like, my voice is bigger than just playing Fortnite. And you know, those guys, though, there's a long history with him. From the original charges, he fled in the UK to go to Romania. Then, like, you know, overlording over cam girls in Romania, trafficking of young women in Romania. It sounds like in the UK they have some child charges against Andrew. And this is, right? This is like, you know, there's a lot of cases around this guy. And not only that, okay, in addition to his illegal charges with the grapes, the trafficking and all this shit in multiple locations, this guy has been running a pyramid scheme, taking money from teenagers around the world. Okay, he had this Discord that is about, like, you know, the real world or whatever. He had this war room, this Andrew Tate war room, where a bunch of young kids were going in there and, like, getting advice and mentorship from him, but they were looting them, like scamming them on crypto coins, and they're paying money to get into a Discord. Just a lot of, like, nothing but toxicity. And what's more, most of it is preying on kids, like young boys. Okay, they've been preying on young boys like they're Catholic priests or some shit, right? Let's go. Dude, Elf says, I still can't believe that Andrew was a ranked chess player, but it's true. His father was a grandmaster. Yeah, his father was a master chess player. Wilson from Castaway has more testosterone than both the Tate brothers combined. Indeed, he does. Let's go. And we got another one here from Elf. Tommy, didn't you and Hassan clown Tate within a month or two? We were on that same stream, right? Like that stream that I showed you clips of me on. Andrew Tate was, Hassan came on right after me, okay? After me and Tate got into it, Andrew Tate got really mad, and then he wanted to take a poll from the gamer kids in the audience, like who they believed more Like, was I right or was he right? And then he said some weird shit about the young girl. And then Hassan came on and launched him into the whole, intellectually destroyed him. Right? Why these young dudes would ever listen to someone like that? Yeah, I think what it is it is a ruse, okay? Because, young boys are like super scared and they feel super powerless and they're looking for some type of manhood to identify with. Like in my young thing, we would look up to like rock stars, okay? And these were guys, when I was young, you had people like Bono, okay? And there were some other rock stars that were a little grungier, but we had people like Bono who was out like fighting the good fight in the world. But we idolized a lot of rock stars. And rock stars aren't really the thing anymore so much like they were. And so a lot of young boys get into the influencers, which is, the Aiden Rosses, the Logan and Jake Pauls and shit like that. And then Andrew Tate just kind of found his niche in gaming, where that sort of toxic bravado, you got to be like hard. And he really appealed to those gamers and the crypto crowd. And so he started exploiting it. And it really sucks. Because you know what it was, though? It was during the pandemic, okay? During the pandemic, guys, a lot of young men were all day, they were at home, they weren't in school, and they were online. And a lot of parents were so stressed out that they didn't even realize what their kids were getting into. You know what I'm saying? And so it was just a kind of like a timing thing. Like, I think if Andrew Tate had come a year later or a year sooner, he would have never done anything, And you know what else it was, though, guys? It was TikTok, okay? No, it was really TikTok, because what happened was TikTok started paying, okay? And Andrew Tate's content started going viral on TikTok. And so a bunch of young men started making clips of Andrew Tate, and then they were making money off of his clips. He went like mega viral, and then because it was making money, like 100,000 kids around the world just started making TikToks called like Tate clips and fucking Tate Central and fucking, right? And then a bunch of young people were like, holy shit, they're making a couple grand a month just cutting Andrew Tate clips on TikTok, right? With random fucking channels. And and Aiden Ross really pushed him too. Okay, Aiden Ross, don't underestimate him too, because he was blowing up at the same time and he brought him on like all the time. And so it was just like a perfect storm of shit. And dude, it cost me my gaming career. It did. Like, going against those guys, like, I lost my gaming career because of that. Now, I don't feel bad about that because I didn't want my gaming career. I mean, I like the money, but the career sucked, dude. It did. Like, gaming is a shit business. But I like the money. But I lost it all, to like over that shit with no regrets. Okay. Right. The pizza boxes. Yeah. Dude, like, I remember when Greta Thunberg fucking fucked him up. What game did I play? I played Fortnite, boss. I still play it. I was the oldest Fortnite pro. I still play it every Saturday. We played earlier today. Let's go, baby. Yeah, dude, you want to see? Here, you want to see a clip? Hold on, I'll show you. Let me show you fucking I'm going to take you there real quick. All right? We're going to just look at a clip, an old Fortnite clip here. All right, let's go to we'll go to the Twitch and we'll go look at the clips. And I got some clips here that like this one was from 5 years ago. You ready? This is the big clip here, right? But oh, guys, right here. Wait. This was when I qualified for round 2 of FNCS. Right, the first guy to make it into the second round of FNCS, first old guy. I knocked one. Dude, isn't that funny? Hold on. These guys, let me see. There's the banana clips, but there's a lot of fucking shit here. I think this one is a good one. Knocked! I can't. Hold on. I'm getting in. Hold on, I'm getting in now. I'll be there in a sec. Watch out, there's another guy right outside your box, 𝗙𝗍𝗍. Dude, this is funny. This is not me, dude. Right here, box this guy. I'm shooting my teammate. Oh, that is him. Oh, fuck, dude. Dude, it didn't show his name above it. It didn't show his... Dude, it's funny. Dude, it was funny shit, bro. Like, I had my moments. There was, hold on, let me see. There's one that is, those were the big ones. Oh yeah, this is the one. This was why I got famous, okay? I followed a team into the wrong box. And this was the clip that, like, the reason why I got famous was every influencer on the planet, like, played this clip. I didn't even think it was a big deal. But this is literally why I had a career, was this moment. I mean, after qualifying, right? Like, we qualified, and then I followed somebody who... Dude, where are you guys? I didn't know where I was. All right. I'm like, where's my team? Where are you guys? And then I thought this guy was on my team. Oh, I fucking walked into the wrong box, dude. Fuck. Dude. That clip. That's why I got famous. Like, everybody fucking posted that clip. I woke up the next morning and, like, I had never experienced anything like that. Like, everyone on the internet, like, was just consuming all my shit. Even though I didn't think that was just another moment. Right? Shit happens, baby. All right, let's get into it. Dude, those were pretty magical days, guys. All right, Sumi says, I'm glad you went into political streaming. I don't really watch gaming vids, so I wouldn't have seen you otherwise. Let's go. Dude, Dark Woke Nate should have played Roller Brother. Right, what is Roller Brother? Roller's a game. For all you guys that usually catch Tommy playing, you still got it? Yeah, we got a bunch of wins today, dude. And green, good times. I mean, guys, let me just say, I have to say personally, my path to Fortnite was a strange one because my son got me into the game, and then my son quit playing, and that's when I started playing with randos who said, you sound like a streamer. And then I started watching streamers, and then I decided to try streaming Fortnite. And then, like, shit just blew up like 2 years later and, like, paid off. Like, we were so in debt. I had been trying to start a film career, and we were like more than $100,000 in credit card debt. And so I was able to fucking pay everything off. And it was nuts. But it was Andrew Tate and going against him and being like, dude, you're shitty. Like, you need to do better. That got me into political streaming. So here we are. Now I'm a political streamer, and these fuckers are in jail. All right, a round of applause. Let's go. Dude, that is beautiful, though. I love that they're in jail. I hope they get extradited. That's what I hope. I mean, we know they're going to fight extradition. Now, the question... Roller is short for controller. Oh, I started on controller, Woke Nate. I did, but then I switched to keyboard and mouse because I was better. Like, controller's too hard for an old guy, like, because my brain was fully formed before thumb controllers were around. Political Punk Pro, let's go. You wish you had $1 million to donate? Dude, that would be awesome. But so what I wonder, though, is if Trump is going to get involved. Okay? Let's see here. So here's Tate. Like, I don't know. What is this? This is from Milk Bar TV here. And so is this with him getting out? No, this is from a year ago. All right, so this is a year old.
And I'm very close to the Trump family. I know them well, and I spoke to Barron after the incident, and I look forward to, once I am free, being with Donald Trump in person and reminding him that he's a bulletproof badass.
This is the...
So this, though, is from a year ago, that video. That's from 2025, where he's saying he knows the Trump family. And, of course, he went on Benny Johnson when he was starting his Bruv party. Benny Johnson, he paid to be on the Bruv party with Alina Habba. Remember this?
She joins us live right now.
Hey.
Hello, Alina.
Hi.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. I'm
nice
a big
to
fan.
meet you.
Well, nice
Big
to meet
fan.
you.
Formal charges against.
So what was crazy about this, though, was, dude, how like he is in the Trump circle. Okay, so now what we don't know is if Trump is going to get involved in helping him fight extradition. That's what we don't know. All right, and that's what will remain to be seen. All right. Because he does know the Trump family. Right? You know what I mean? And it was Richard Grenell. Yeah, it was Richard Grenell that got him out of Romania. And they went to that fight. They went to that, UFC fight. So it is possible, right? It says that according to Heidi Blake's investigation of Tate, the Trump admin intervened to buffer Andrew and Tristan from consequences in Romania. Now the question is will they do it again for the UK? And dude, we gotta do something. Like, these guys have to go in jail. They have to go to jail, dude. Right? You know what I'm saying? They have to go to jail. They're just so toxic. So one will hope. Now, here's the thing, though. You ready? Is what I don't know, guys. All right? What I don't know here is I don't know if this is going to necessarily like work to Trump's advantage right now. You know, I don't know that right now. I'm not sure that Trump intervening here on behalf of these guys, now that there's charges for like there's charges for like CSAM being added to Andrew Tate's thing. So I don't know if it would be politically expedient for Trump to intervene here. That's what's going to be interesting, because if Trump were on an even keel, if Trump were right, if Trump were on an even keel and there wasn't this whole like international thing going on with the UK and a whole bunch of charges, including like kids, I think maybe Trump would get involved. But Trump is underwater. He's underwater on immigration, on the economy, on the war with Iran. I don't know if, interceding on the behest of a dude who's possibly graping kids is going to look good for him now. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Right? I just don't know. I feel like with Trump not wanting to be talked about in that vein, like he doesn't want the Epstein shit to come bubbling to the surface. Like, I don't know if he wants a bunch of news cycles comparing his behavior to Andrew Tate's and underage things. I don't know if Trump wants that filling the news cycle. I honestly don't. I think, but we'll see. I mean, you never know. You never know. Anything could happen, but I want Tate to end up in jail, dude. He deserves to be in jail because he's a crook on every level. Elf says, mouse and keyboard is vastly superior unless you're playing Halo. Changed my mind. Doom 1 and 2 was pure keyboard. Dude, I never played Doom. Right? Somebody tagged me and said I missed something. Did I get it? Did I miss a super chat or something? Missed a super chat a while back. Did I miss one? Let me look in here real quick. I think maybe I got them all now. Maybe we're caught up, but I'm going to go back and see if I did miss one. Oh, I did miss one. I missed one from Elf that says, there it is. I don't think they allow cigars in prison, but I think you can get cigarettes from commissary. Let's go. Let's go. We got that one. All right. All right, I got it. Dude, thank you. Thank you for the heads up. I don't want to miss any of them. Oh. US-UK treaty requires US to process valid requests. They're going to fight it in court. I'm just worried about you know what I'm saying? I'm just worried about like Trump intervening and, them getting off. They need their citizenship to be revoked. Dude, they need a get into prison permanently card. That's what they need, right? Get into prison permanently, guys. Prisons were non-smoking. I think you can still smoke outside, right? Out in the yard. In the yard. Let's go. All right. All right. We going. See what else we got on tap here. That is big news, though, guys. That is big, big news. Those guys being in prison for a long time should be the big, big news. All right, so here's something else we need to look at, guys. We got to look at this Paulina Luna thing. Okay, there was a story in the Wall Street Journal. All right, this is big news, guys. This is some big news. Where is it? It is with our favorite Paulina Luna. She is weird, and she's been very all right. Let's find it. All right. Let me find it on. Right here. So there's a Wall Street Journal article about her. But here's what's interesting about this. So we're going to look at the Wall Street Journal, but the Wall Street Journal article says that Paulina Luna allegedly told associates that she knew Trump was picking J.D. Vance. Okay, that she had information, a confirmation that Vance was going to be Trump's pick. And then DC Drano bet a huge amount of money and won on Polymarket. Okay, this was in 2024 during the campaign. Now, she is very shady. Okay, she's very, very shady. It is 𝗙cie 𝗍𝗪's old boyfriend. Yes, that's who DC Drano is, Rogan O'Handley. Okay, this is the guy who dated 𝗙cie 𝗍𝗪. This guy is a fucking scoundrel. He is a scumbag. But now what was weird about this, guys, is Paulina Luna's behavior. Because a bunch of people posted about this Wall Street Journal article. Well, look what she did. She replied under every single post. And she basically said, not true. You forgot to post the part where CFTC is investigating the person who made the false report. Swing and a miss. And I mean, she responded some variation of this, like under every tweet today, which I thought was really unusual behavior. Now, let's see if we can find the actual, the link to the article. See, look at that. She was under every one. She was responding. Every single post, she was like defending it. All right, so here's a clip from it. It says, over lunch at the Stovall House, a popular members-only social club in Tampa, Anna Paulina Luna told associates in the summer of 2024 she knew Trump would choose Vance to be his vice president. She said she had tipped off Rogan O'Handley, right, DC Drano, about Trump's decision so he could use the information to make a winning bet on Polymarket. And the Congresswoman teased O'Handley for not making a bigger wager. All right, that was the thing. Let's see if we can find the fucking article. Oh, there it is. Okay, so here it is. And this is an article that is, dude, I'm fucking, hold on. Wait a sec here. I shouldn't need ads because I subscribe to the Wall Street Journal. Hold on. Sure, I'm signed in. All right, I am. Good. Okay. Right? Dude, yeah, dude, no, she was all over Twitter today, guys. Every single article that I saw that related the Wall Street Journal story, she replied underneath it with some implication that it was a fake report that's being investigated. Now, she is so dirty, guys. First off, there's like some suspicion about who she even is. Okay, her real name was Anna Meyerhofer, and then she like changed her name after she got married, and she did it specifically to like cop more of a Hispanic vibe to run in Florida. Like a lot of her like origin story is about, you know, her masking her actual like self and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, she's German, right? And I believe she has some possible deep roots to Israel as well. But she has, you know, was running in Florida, and so she copped an identity that sort of sold in Florida, because Florida has a really high like Cuban and South American population. I mean, around Miami, my God, it's insane, right? It is like, you know, there's just such a, you know, Dominican, Cuban, and South and Central American, Latin American influence in Miami. And so she copped an identity that really sort of vibed with Florida, right? And I do believe that, you know, she's definitely had some history of, you know, I don't know if she was a stripper. Again, there's nothing wrong if you are a stripper, but she definitely had a history of, you know what I'm saying? I mean, she was a looker, okay? Right? And so I don't know if she was a dancer. She may very well have been. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. My beef, though, is there are other people who have run for Congress that have been dancers. The mayor I voted for in Portland was a dancer, a very well-known one that used to go by the name Viva Las Vegas. Now, the thing I don't like, though, about women is if they're dancers and then they hide from it and they sort of like then become judgmental of sex work and shit. And that's kind of like Republicans that are now, you know, whether they're closeted gays or they're former sex workers, pretending that all of that shit is morally bad when they did it. That I have a real problem with. And that's a lot of the TPUSA people. Like, fucking, what's her name? Morgan Ariel is another one of those. Dude, Morgan Ariel she's a TPUSA person who was, she used to be on Luke Beasley's stream, right? Morgan Ariel, she was a former TPUSAer back in the Milo TPUSA days. They all got kicked out, but she was a raver girl that was a real party girl, then became this born again Jesuit figure. And then they become all judgmental and shit. Okay. But look at her. She's screaming, free the Tates. She's a Christian, supposedly, and she is screaming about freeing the Tates, dude. That's so warped, right? That is so warped. How are you a Christian defending the Tate brothers? Like, bro, no, there's no way. There was a mute button for politicians. There's some politicians I would find attractive, no joke. Let's go, dude. Elf. Oh shit, Elf's coming out about the politicians. Is Nancy Mace one of them? Dude, she's not a Christian. I know. I mean, I don't know. Are any of them? Oh. All right, so let's see what we got here. This is where it is part of this story. All right. And of course, we know that they've been betting on things like the ceasefire. They were betting on, Trump saying Allahu Akbar and shit like that. Right. We just found out that Trump's teleprompter guy, the guy who ran Trump's teleprompter, was making bets on like Polymarket or 𝗙𝗍𝗆, and Donald Trump Jr. sits on the board of these places, and Peter Thiel and JD Vance and all these guys, all these VC people are involved in this shit. So Trump can say something, right? They know what's coming up, and anybody can bet on this shit. I believe you can do it with crypto, right? So it's like anonymous. Dude, this shit is dirty. All of these betting markets need to be closed down. They need to be shut down. They are all just literally the way famous people are able to loot with these anonymous crypto accounts, And yeah, there's his teleprompter operator, Gabriel Perez. The White House confirmed this week he's under investigation for making over $100,000 in wagers based on early access to Trump speeches. Okay, there he is, right? And he's dressed like mini Trump. They're all grifting, okay? And Caroline Levitt says the White House is unaware, blah, blah, blah. She said Trump is furious. But like, dude, Trump is the biggest grifter of them all. But here's the one about Anna Paulina. 2 previously unreported election bets were placed around the 2024 presidential race based on tips that Trump would pick JD Vance as his running mate. Members of Congress and campaign aides are keeping close track of betting odds ahead of key elections. Some of them, with some seeing them as a better gauge of public sentiment than polling. Okay. And let me see, election-related bets account for over $325 million, okay, in political bets. Dude, $4 billion political betting on Polymarket. $4 billion the first 3 months of the year. Elf says, I'm not going to give any names, but I'm talking their prime, but there's a few now, and they're all federal, some are state officials. Dude, let's go! So let's find the Anna Paulina Luna. Okay, here's the quote. We read this, right? This is the little quip in here about Anna Paulina Luna talking to associates about DC Drano, okay? And O'Handley, so here's the part 2 of it. where DC Drano O'Handley separately told associates he was behind a long shot attempt, mostly via social media, to get Trump to consider Luna as his running mate, according to a second person who heard O'Handley discuss the matter. When the Congresswoman told O'Handley that Vance would get the nod instead, he placed a winning bet on Polymarket. So they have O'Handley talking about this too, where he was like wanted to bet on Paulina Luna and then trying to push it through. So this is what's crazy, guys, is you now have people that could be influencing political decisions based on their Polymarket bets. So somebody could be going in and convincing Trump, no. Don't attack Iran until after the 15th. And then they could be betting on this shit on the sly. Like, dude, what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing, man? Everything right now is like corrupt and subterfuge and all connected to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Everything is connected to just nonstop looting. Everything is like looting. And Luna said she didn't have knowledge of who Trump would eventually choose as his running mate. I'm honored the Wall Street Journal thinks I am telepathic, but unfortunately I am not. The Congresswoman said in a statement, adding that she would continue to champion the fight against insider trading. Now, this is interesting, though, because what she's not saying is what she said under every tweet, right? You know what I'm saying? Like under every tweet, she was replying about how this is like fake. Let's find one where she was replying under all of these today, saying not true. CFTC is investigating who filed the false tip. Okay, but she didn't say that to the Wall Street Journal, I don't think. It would seem here that she said, oh, I'm honored the Wall Street Journal thinks I'm telepathic, but I am not. And O'Handley denied receiving, trading on, or discussing non-public information about the president, VP pick. Any suggestion I traded on confidential information or discussed doing so is inaccurate, he said. And the CFTC is investigating the allegation according to a third person familiar with the matter. Not all investigations are indicative of wrongdoing. So the CFTC is investigating the allegation, but not investigating the false tip. So I don't know, dude. There's a lot of shadiness going on with this. O'Handley said he was unaware of any federal investigation, denied wrongdoing. A Luna spokesman said the Congresswoman had initiated a criminal complaint with the CFTC alleging someone had made knowingly false reports. Okay, so now a Luna spokesperson is saying she's the one who made that complaint, right? Which I can imagine if she's trying to take the heat off her filing that complaint itself is then allows her to go out and say, right, that like, you know, CFTC is investigating the individual who filed the false tip. But you see this? Like, let's look at this statement here, guys. Because she has been rebutting all of the Wall Street Journal posts today by saying the CFTC is investigating who filed the false tip, right? But she filed the complaint to the CFTC that somebody made a false tip. So she's making it seem like, oh, there's this investigation because this is fake, but she's the one who initiated the supposed false tip investigation by claiming it was a false tip, right? So she's trying to make it seem like there's this other investigation, but this is her investigation that she's initiated to like cover her tracks. Dude, she's shady. Okay? I know for a fact that she is shady and she is a scoundrel, and hopefully she ends up in a jumpsuit as well. Dude, I think she started this complaint. Like, she filed a complaint with the CFTC alleging that it was a false tip just so she could go around the internet today and make it seem like there was a false tip, right? Like, she's playing the game of like, yeah, this is, you're forgetting there's an investigation filed by me, right? That I filed, a complaint I filed. What a weasel. So, and look at this though, right? Look at this though. Another guy, okay, a former investment banker, Mark Moran, a former investment banker, said he got the inside track on Trump's running mate over dinner at 𝗙𝗙𝗃𝗃, right? 𝗙𝗙𝗃𝗃, a swanky Georgetown cocktail bar. He said it came from Jake Denton, a research associate at the Heritage Foundation. 1 month before One month before Trump's pick became official, then Mark Moran placed a $900 bet on Vance using Polymarket. Okay? So, and then he said, I got a kid in the Heritage Foundation who's been leaking this to me. Like, there's no way, dude. Isn't that wild? Dude, I'm not going to say the name, but I think an MI8 state senator is pretty attractive, but I'm into redheads. Please don't tell my GF, LOL. Dude, Elf's going crazy. Dude, that's crazy. So some young dude at the Heritage Foundation was leaking as well. Bro, right? That's so dirty, dude. And 𝗙𝗆𝗆cie has since accused Moran of breaking its rules by betting on his own race. Denton now works, of course, as a White House policy advisor after a stint at the FTC. Okay, so the Denton kid who worked for the Heritage Foundation now works in the Trump admin. Man, this is crazy, dude. This shit is so toxic. Bro. Toxic. Anna APL. Dude, she needs to go down, boss. She does. Anna Paulina Luna. I want a prison term for this woman. Do I know of her? I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about. Right? Michigan 8 state senator. Was that McMorrow? Right? She was a redhead. Did you have a McMorrow thing? Yeah, everybody in this admin is like crookedy crook. Bro. Crookedy crook. Oh yeah, McMorrow? Yeah, dude, I think a lot of people had McMorrow crushes. Dude, name was Nick. Let's go. Hey boss. Let's go. Good to see you. All right. Dirty birds, dude. Dude, they're all so crooked. Everybody is fucking crooked, guys. Everyone in Trump's orbit is crooked as shit. All right. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to come back. We're going to cover two more things. Tulsi Gabbard's brother got arrested. And this is some crazy shit. He got arrested in Hawaii. And then we're going to look at a Cenk Uygur clip where for once in his life, Cenk Uygur actually did something that I don't hate. Okay. And so I'm going to put on some music. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in 2 minutes. And then we're going to come back and grind a little bit more, dude. I'm going to leave you with Anna Paulina Luna being a dirty bird. Dude, she is a dirty bird, boss. There she is, dude. Creeper. All right. BRB. Hang tight.
come again. I wanna be so high in your eyes. I wanna disappear inside you and be alright tonight. You say your medicine is all that I require, and that I'm blinded by the stars in my eyes. I would never disappear when I'm open wide, if it's most of the time. I've been sinking here, 'cause I can't seem to make up my mind. You say your innocence is all that I desire, and that I'm blinded
Oh, yeah.
by the stars in my eyes. It's true, I've been dreaming of you.
Let's go. Nothing I take can help me escape the truth. If you need me, well, I need me too. This is from 1998, guys. Three-piece band from LA called Full Blown Red. It's a band I moved to Portland with. The bass player died tragically of a heart attack when he was 35, and the drummer is now a real estate agent in Georgia, who I recently found on Instagram. Blinded by the stars in my eyes. All right. It was a good band, though. Amazing band. All right. You ready? Let's get in here and let's look at these last two pieces of information here. First off, we have some info on Tulsi Gabbard. This is craziness, guys. This is some batshittery going on. I guess I did not save it. But I don't know if you heard about this, but Tulsi Gabbard's brother accused of trying to lure children to a Hawaii hotel room. Guys, I mean, is that not the most MAGA Trumpian, like Jeffrey Epstein thing imaginable? What in the actual fuck? Yes, this is crazy. You ready? This is our former DNI person, okay? Tulsi Gabbard's brother arrested for allegedly trying to lure children to a hotel room in Waikiki.
Honolulu police today charged 55-year-old Tate Gabbard with custodial interference after he allegedly offered children money and gum and even asked for their names and wrote them in a notebook. Police say the children refused and he walked away. Gabbard is the brother of former Hawaii Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard and the son of State Senator Mike Gabbard. The senator tells us his son has been on a drug binge and was admitted to a hospital for a psychiatric evaluation this afternoon.
Dude, like, what are we doing, bro? Yo, Tulsi's dad is a cult Christian, of course. Maui Gemini, I'm not surprised. I mean, we know that all of these people are fucking weirdos, but he is like, this is not looking good, but this is about as Trumpy as it gets. When did the white unmarked stop being a thing? Let's go. Dude, get in the van. Get in the van. We're going to Trumpy's. Get in the van, little kiddies. We're going to Trump's house. We're going to the island. Oh. Oh, the island.
Key. Honolulu police say they arrested the suspect while he was already in custody for a separate crime.
Oh, my God.
Prosecutors this morning charged 55-year-old 𝗙𝗡𝗅𝗍 Gabbard, also known as 𝗙𝗡𝗅𝗍𝗍 Gabbard, with custodial interference. Now, if the name sounds familiar, he's the brother of former Hawaii Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard. And according to police, he allegedly offered a 9-year-old boy money and other items if he came up to his room in Waikiki over the weekend. The boy left, or he left, I should say, after the boy refused. Officers later arrested Gabbard on a separate theft misdemeanor along Dukes Lane last night.
Jesus.
He appeared in court this morning and pleaded not guilty to that crime. Gabbard was released and is set to be back in court for the theft offense on August 14th. No court date set for his custodial interference case.
Yeah, now let me just tell you, no amount of drugs is going to make you cross those lines, okay? I am a drug addict for the ages, guys. I was like one of the biggest drug addicts imaginable. I'm not proud of this, by the way, but when, like, right after my son was born, his mom used to come knock on the door of the house I lived in every morning to make sure I was still alive. And you don't go out and do shit like that. You do not chase after kids because you're high on drugs. It just does not happen. You chase after kids if you're like a Trump, Epstein, Gabbard, fucking Robert Morris, like weirdo, like all of these MAGA shitters, all those J6ers and stuff. You don't compromise your like ethical values. Sure, if you get high on drugs, right? Like I hung out with women, sex workers, you name it, right? But they were adults, okay? Because I don't dip into the fucking Epstein class like these assholes. You don't cross those lines. You don't get so strung out that you start like trying to lure 9-year-old boys to your goddamn hotel room. That does not happen from drugs, okay? You know what I'm saying? That like happens when you're fucked up, okay? That exactly, that shit is gotta be in him. Like this guy is a creeper, okay? Guy is a creeper. Let's look at all of the fucking...
The family of a man who allegedly tried to lure children to a hotel room in Waikiki on Sunday tells us he is suffering a mental health episode. Honolulu police today charged 55-year-old 𝗙𝗡𝗅𝗍 Gabbard with custodial interference after he allegedly offered children money and gum and even asked for their names and wrote them in a notebook. Police say the children refused and he walked away. Gabbard is the brother of former Hawaii Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard and the son of State Senator Mike Gabbard. The senator tells us his son has been on a drug binge and was admitted to a hospital for a psychiatric evaluation this afternoon.
Yeah, but like, dude, look at her though, dude. This whole family, they're so fucked up. They are all so fucked up. Like Tulsi, dude, Tulsi is messed up. I remember when people used to view Tulsi as like an up-and-comer, you know, in the Democratic Party, and then she just became a fucking weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, she just became a fucking weirdo, bro. Like, what was her fucking deal, dude? Right? She was a Democrat until 2022. Then she became an independent. And then she fucking, you know, swapped over and became Trumpian. Although we have to give her a little bit of credit because she didn't, like, she was down there grabbing those votes from Fulton County and she wouldn't go the full 9 yards. She left for Bill Pulte to get in there and now they're, you know, trying to concoct their bullshit. So at least she wasn't going to make up. Yeah, she was a Democrat. And I mean, there was a while when people thought she was like an up-and-comer in a Democrat. Now, what's her deal with the cult? Okay, was she was in a cult? Is that, I'm looking at her, was she... I'm looking at her Wikipedia. There's a cult that she was involved in? Who is her father? So Mike Gabbard is her father. Is he involved in a cult? No credit. All right. You don't like the credit? So they owned a vegetarian restaurant. They're part of the Science Identity Foundation. Is this it? Is it the SIF? Is this what she's in? Are you talking about the Science of Identity Foundation or? This is it, isn't it? It's like, it must be this, right? They're still in it, right? She's still in it. It's a new religious movement founded after one of the Krishnas bounced out and founded this. All right. Science of Identity. It combines yoga with aspects of Vaishnavism, right? And deeply Islamophobic. The secretive group has come under a great deal of media focus due to Tulsi Gabbard's ties to the group. Yeah. So they're still in it, huh? Yeah, that's it. Dude, crazy. Isn't this crazy? This is fucking some weird shit, dude. Dude, the Krishnas are wild. I mean, maybe this explains why they're all so fucking mental. Okay? You're saying they give her talking points? Got it. Now I see what you're saying. That you're saying that they are influencing Tulsi Gabbard's like political stuff. Hundreds of confidential memos. Oh, okay. So that will, you know what's interesting is this. I don't really have the time to go into this deeply tonight, but we should do a little research and maybe fucking dig into this a little bit because I'm really intrigued by this now. Especially somebody who branched from the Krishnas and like who this like Chris Butler guy is. Right? And so this is a cult based in Hawaii. And yeah, we're going to have to look into Chris Butler, okay? And they launched a political party in the 70s, I guess, the Independence for Godly Government. Oh, Jesus, dude. Then he had it's part of the Vaishnava movement, all right? And he's got he's married to a woman who does this combined like yoga religion, okay? Crazy. So man, they're like tied in, dude. There's Chris Butler YouTube videos. Yeah, I'll look into this at another time when I have a little bit more, when we can like do a deep dive and go. Chris Butler does sound like a rock musician, like somebody who'd be in like Blurry, like the band that did Blurry. Who is that? Puddle of Mud, right? Chris Butler, doesn't he sound like he'd be in Puddle of Mud or he'd be in like Stained or something, right? One of those, definitely one of those 90s, fucking AOR rock bands, right? The album rock. Sorry for saying was. No, I get it. Because I kept saying she was in a cult and you're all trying to say, no, she's still in this shit. All right. So it looks like they received a great deal of media coverage due to Tulsi Gabbard's strong ties. She was raised in the Sikh community in Hawaii and considered Chris Butler to be her mentor. Jesus. All right. Her parents were both members of SIF. And in 2015, she acknowledged Butler as her guru in a video statement. Butler likened her to a star pupil. Okay, she's worked to minimize or hide her relationship as she went into politics. See, that's wild. So, you know what I mean? I mean, what's wild about this is it's wild that she then distanced herself and like, you gotta wonder, did she go into politics specifically as like a mole for the 𝗙cie community. Like, was that behind her whole thing, right? Did she go into politics simply to, to infiltrate? I mean, we don't know, but like, man, there are some fucked up people. And what does she do? She, of course, ends up being the head of DNI, right? Trump put this woman in charge of national intelligence. Like, what in the brain rot is that, guys? Right? What in the brain rot is that for Trump to put Tulsi in charge of national intelligence? Like, this guy, Trump has like put every facet of America literally in danger, guys. They're like, nobody is safe while Trump is around, dude. Dude, our whole country is just getting sold out by this man. Jesus. See, I knew Tulsi was whacked, but I didn't know it went that deep. I knew she had some connections with possibly Russia, but like, dude, this is insane. Right? All right. And look at this, though. Look at people. Oh, is this an attempt to discredit Tulsi? Dude, some guys like they're making this up to discredit Tulsi. No way, dude. Like, man. Dude, yeah, Trump is like selling us all under the river. All right. Last thing, guys, is Cenk Uygur. Now, you know that me and Cenk Uygur, we don't exactly see eye to eye. Okay? We do not. But Cenk Uygur actually did something where I'm not going to say I'm going to give him props, but let me find the video. I think it's in, he's in the airport. Cenk Uygur actually did some fucking shit, dude. He did. He was in the airport. All right. Let me look in the Discord. I don't know why it's not coming up from there. But this is actually a pretty funny clip, guys. Somebody like tried to ambush Cenk Uygur in the airport about Hassan, and specifically about Hassan, like Hassan's comment about 9/11, right? Which I think it's some right winger that was trying to, pilfer a clip or whatever, get Cenk like out of sorts, and then Cenk like popped off on this guy a little bit. Dude, it's funny. It is Cenk Uygur versus some right-wing shitter, some guy who's kind of like Laura Loomer's Charles Downs. We're talking some deep loserville here, but Cenk actually was popping off on this guy in a way that I thought was pretty comical. Oh, here it is. I found it. It's a TPUSA guy who did it. That's who did it. Okay. So here's what we got we got this TPUSA guy, right? Riley Naimi. Okay. This fucking Jesus. Look at this guy. What in the fucking square head are we doing here? Okay. He's owner of Nimi Canvassing, right? Blexit and TPUSA. So he is somebody who is soaking money out of, like he's a canvasser and may very well be involved with some of the shit that was going on in, Arizona or what have you. They pay a lot of people. They funnel money into these right wingers. Now, he decided to try and, pounce on Cenk Uygur when he's getting off a plane. Okay? And I guess Cenk Uygur called Lindsey Graham evil. Now, this is about the warmongering. Okay? There are a lot of people who Lindsey Graham was a big warmonger. So there are a lot of people who would acknowledge that Lindsey Graham and him being willing to defend lies, yeah, he was evil. I mean, dude, of course. He's like, kill everybody in the Middle East, and there would be no problem. Lindsey Graham would have no problem with that. Now, it's funny that the TPUSA dweebs, of course, they have a problem with that because they want to bomb everybody who's, Muslim or Muslim adjacent or not MAGA. But yeah, this is pretty funny of Cenk actually shitting on this kid. All right, here we go.
Cenk, why did you say that Lindsey Graham is evil when, literally your own nephew, 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗆𝗀, literally said that America deserved 9/11, Cenk?
All right, now, I just want to pause here. We're going to listen to the whole thing uninterrupted. But what in the brain dead stupid question is that? Why do you call Lindsey Graham evil because your cousin said something 6 years ago? Yo, dude, those two things couldn't be less related. You know what I mean? Your cousin said something on a stream 6 years ago. So how can you say, what? That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And I mean, first off, the thing Hassan said was pretty controversial, but people take it a lot out of context because what Hassan was talking about was U.S. foreign policy in the Middle East and how that contributed to a general disdain for the U.S., right? You know what I mean? I mean, he wasn't just saying this shit off the cuff, right? He wasn't saying this shit off the cuff like what Hassan said years ago. All right. Now, Elf said, there's a reason why most cultists aren't talked about unless there's a major standoff between the government or a mass unaliving. Yes, indeed. Right. Elf says, I question my life because I watched TYT from 2010. Dude, there was a time when TYT was a thing. Yeah. Or his nephew. Thank you. I was calling him his cousin. It's his nephew. Thank you. But anyway, it doesn't matter if he's his nephew, his cousin, or his brother. The fact of the matter is Hassan making some statements about how he felt about the U.S. and 9/11, considering the U.S.'s foreign policy and the way it meddles and sinks money all over the Middle East to disrupt shit, has nothing to do with Cenk calling Lindsey Graham evil for being a warmongering biatch who would bomb anyone, anytime, anywhere, right? Like Lindsey Graham loved war, especially in the Middle East. All right. But anyway, this question being ridiculous because this interview is a jackhole TPUSA moron. Forget that. I just needed to point out that his whole premise of asking the question is stupid. But of course, we have to remember we're dealing with this guy, right? We're dealing with fucking Jughead over here, dude. Dude, look at this guy, bro. What in the Chuck Woolery haircut is that? Oh my God, dude. Jesus. All right, whatever. Here we go.
Cenk, why did you say that Lindsey Graham is evil when, literally your own nephew, 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗆𝗀, literally said that America deserved 9/11, Cenk? Do you think that's evil to say that America deserved 9/11?
Okay, so those two things are completely unrelated.
Come on.
You were waiting for me at the airport. Thank you, I appreciate it.
No, I was on the plane with you, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Okay, so then you waited for me to come
yeah,
out. I
I
appreciate
mean,
that
5
too.
minutes, of course.
And Lindsey Graham advocated for the deaths of millions of people. He's one of the worst people who's ever lived. So,
and if you have an issue with American politics, why don't you just go back to Turkey?
Because that's not how America works, you dumbass.
Dude, right there. Dude, you dumbass. Dude, what a, like, look at this guy's hair. Can we deconstruct, like, the worst fucking hair? Like, what, is this guy wearing a Lego hairpiece or what? Where did he get his fucking hair? Look at that. Dude, this is like a pompadour that fell out of Lindsey Graham's ass. But did you hear what he said? He said, oh, if you don't like American politicians or whatever, why don't you go back to Turkey? Like, what a fucking dink. These guys. Like, yo, dude, we don't have to go back to anywhere because we disagree with you warmongering. Dude, it is the butthead experience. Where's Beavis? Where's Beavis, you fucking shithead? Right? Dude, he is like Smelvis. All right? What a jackhole.
Yeah,
it's wonderful. Okay, so then you waited for me to come
Yeah,
out. I
I
appreciate
mean, like
that,
5
too.
minutes, of course.
And Lindsey Graham advocated for the deaths of millions of people. He's one of the worst people
Dude.
who's ever lived. So, there
And,
you go.
and if you have an issue with American politics, why don't you just go back to Turkey?
Because that's not how America works, you dumbass.
Really?
America, you try to make the country better by participating in it. You don't go, oh, duh, why don't you leave the country if you don't like one thing? Hey, did you like everything under Biden? Then why don't you get the fuck out of the country?
No, but like, I'm an American too, like I'm white.
Oh, I'm
Dude,
also...
you see that? Oh, dude. I mean, I don't like Cenk. You know I don't like Cenk, but like, bro, Cenk actually nailed this one. Cenk is getting a few points here. That was pretty good. Oh, you were unhappy about Biden? Why don't you get the fuck out of here? Dude, he did do well here. Dude, Cenk got the memo, right? Oh, shit, dude.
You try to make the country better by participating in it. You don't go, oh, duh, why don't you leave the country if you don't like one thing? Hey, did you like everything under Biden? Then why don't you get the fuck out of the country?
No, but like, I'm an American too, like I'm white.
Oh,
right?
I'm also an American.
Yeah, but like,
and unlike you, though, I'm not racist American.
But you
and
communists,
an idiot American.
You communists never assimilated.
Looking like an asshole like
you
this.
communists never assimilated into America, and that's
I'm
the
a
problem.
capitalist. I own a business.
Oh,
you dumbass.
come on, you're a communist.
You're
a
so
communist.
Stupid, it's hilarious.
Dude, look at this guy. This guy thinks he is so smart. Dude, all right. Look at this. Guys, you know that I have been on Cenk's ass all the time, but I'm round of applause in here. Let's get a round of applause for Cenk, because Cenk actually, he did really well here. He fucking leveled. He leveled this guy. Oh my God. Oh, you like everything under Biden? Get the fuck out of here. Dude, so good. Yeah, I am an American. I'm not a racist American. I'm not an idiot American. Dude, these guys are so dumb. All right, Cenk, you know, I'm way on your ass, but that was well done. All right, and I have to give credit where credit was due. That was actually really well done by Cenk. And even with him saying, oh, you're calling me a communist? I own a fucking business. Now, guys, let me just tell you, all of us know that Cenk Uygur is not a communist. Okay? Cenk Uygur will fucking is humping capitalism at every turn. Dude, the guy loves money. He is far from being even remotely near communism. You know, Hassan, you know, is has some communist tendencies, but he too is a capitalist. I feel like the Uygur and fucking Piker families, they all have capitalism in you know, they're not like full blown. Like Hassan has some tendencies, but Cenk is not a communist, dude. Dude, far from it. Okay? Dude, yeah, this guy, though, is a jughead. Okay? This guy, I mean, look at him, dude. The hair, though. Did you see the hair? Like, when you see this, when you see his full head, like, it's like the pompadour piece is like a separate piece that he glued onto his head. You know what I'm saying? Like, what in the fucking pompadour, fake pompadour is this shit, dude? This is like chia head level. Like that shit is like glued on, dude. It is. It is literally like a glued on, like a hair accessory. It is very Matt Gaetz. Very Matt Gaetz. But all right, dude, Cenk, nailing it, bro. Nailing, absolutely nailing that. I want to watch that end part one more time.
You don't go, oh, duh, why don't you leave the country if you don't like one thing? Hey, did you like everything under Biden? Then why don't you get the fuck out of the country, you idiot?
No, but like, I'm an American, see, like, I'm white.
Oh,
right?
I'm also an American.
Yeah, but like,
I'm like you, though. I'm not racist American.
But no, but you
and
communists,
an idiot American.
you communists
who comes
never
on a plane
assimilated.
looking like an asshole like
you
this.
communists never assimilated into America, and that's
I'm
the
a
problem.
capitalist. I own a business.
Oh,
you
come
dumbass.
on. Come
You
on,
dumbass.
You're a
so
communist.
Stupid, it's hilarious.
Dude, and look at him, though, dressed like a miniature Trump with his red tie. Beautiful. Beautiful, dude. Dude, Cenk got the assignment on that one. All right, guys. It is 1:11. I'm going to go spend a little time with my lady and fucking go make some videos. We're going to bang it out. All right? Thank you for hanging out tonight, guys. You guys are, like, truly amazing. Dude, we've had a lot of new people coming and hanging out in the stream. And there's going to be day streams soon here too. I want to make sure I didn't miss any. Dude, Quarg just dropped one saying that's the 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹𝗪 extra strength. Yes, Quarg. Dude, and Elf. Where's the Quarg? 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹. It is, dude. It's 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹𝗪. 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹𝗪 extra strength. Yes, sir. Dude, Elf says, on camera, under his control, he's stupid as fuck. If he's accosted in public, he's probably center left with weird asterisks on weird things. Let's go. Oh, dude, let's go, baby. Dude, I can't wait to do a little bit of day streaming too. I mean, we're going to keep the nights, but we are going to add a day stream eventually. All right, hopefully in the next couple weeks. I'm trying, like, I got to get my schedule dialed so I can squeeze it in there, which will be like noon or 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right? Did he say I'm a white American? Who did? This guy? I'm an American? Oh my God. Did he?
Fuck out of the country, you idiot.
No, but like, I'm an American, see, like, I'm white.
Oh,
right?
I'm also an
Oh,
American.
Yeah,
he
but like,
said,
I'm like-
see, I'm white. Oh my God, he did, didn't he?
You don't go, oh, duh, why don't you leave the country if you don't like one thing? Hey, did you like everything under Biden? Then why don't you get the fuck out of the country, you idiot?
No, but like, I'm an American, see, like, I'm white.
Oh,
right?
I'm also an American.
Yeah, but like,
I'm white. Jesus. He did. I'm an American like I'm white, is what he said. What a fucking pig, bro. Seriously, guys. What a pig, dude. These guys are so racist. I mean, this is TPUSA, man. They are young white male men. Remember, all right? This guy, you know, the young white male man strikes again, but they're all brain dead, right? They're all brain dead. Like, literally, Charlie Kirk was like the smartest of all of them, and he was fucking brain dead. Now they have these miniature, like, wannabe Charlie Kirks. They're like beyond brain dead. They're BBD, right? BBD, guys, beyond brain dead. Dude, again, thank you guys for everything, for being fucking amazing. All right? Thank you for being incredible. You ready? You ready to dance? Let's fucking get it. Let's get it. Let's bang a gong, as they say. Dude, my girlfriend has been playing video games for money. She's pulling money out of phone video games. That's what she's currently doing, pulling hundreds of dollars out of phone video games. It's her new hobby. She's killing it. I do love, though, it's been keeping her up late night, which is unusual, so I'm capitalizing on that. Let's go. Oh, shit. Am I in LA? I am not in LA anymore, but I did grow up in LA, Bets. now I'm in Portland, Oregon, but I went to high school in Glendale, and then I went to UCLA. I lived in Hollywood for years. I was in, big part of the music scene in the late 80s into the mid 90s, right? So LA was my spot. Let's go. Dude, I fucking love LA, boss. I do. I love it. I love LA. You ready? Ready to dance? Let's go. Yeah, thank you guys. Now we're gonna dance. Get ready we're gonna cut a rug to a little Deja Vu, our favorite Swedish performer. I'll be back tomorrow night. Let's go. Woo! Be back 10 p.m. sharp. Yo, let's get it. Come on, baby. Oh. Moving your body to music. It always helps. Let's go. Away, away. All right, guys. I'm out of breath. Oh, dude. Dude, that'll keep you young, boss. All right, hang tight. We're gonna be okay. We got a lot to survive in the Trump years. Let's hope the Tates go to jail. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And I will see you tomorrow night. In the meantime, guys, remember the cardinal rule around here is you gotta stay radiant. Good night.
I just wanna change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't wanna hang around, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. It's about you. I would never be